Hello, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Jessica's channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I talk about all things love, all things spirituality, and all things God. And I share all of the things that have helped me along the way and that have really illuminated my path on my journey to really becoming the best version of myself and knowing that we're all in this together. So today I'm going to talk about failure. Failure is one of the most crippling things that can block us from being our most beautiful selves. Just like a flower flourishes in the soil and in the dirt, it came from the dirt and it came from the mud, and it had to go through that beautiful process to be a flower. And it's also knowing that that same flower has roots and has all of this underground features that we don't always see. And it's about really being gentle with ourselves and knowing that failure is part of the process. That dirt, that messiness, that breaking free, breaking through is part of us becoming the best version of ourselves. And really understanding that to stand firm and to stand tall is to know that our truth and that we are not failures, but we learn in our failure. And sometimes the failure and the mistakes are the most beautiful blessings because they allow you to see what areas you need improvement on, what it is that you want to grow in. And that is true evolution. That is true love. Love is challenge. Love is growth. And as we know, joy and pain are the same thing. You cannot grow without pain, without some friction. And that is joyous because you realize that you're blessing yourself, you're giving yourself love, you're giving yourself nutrition, and you're pushing yourself out of your limit and out of your comfort zone. Because if you're forever in your limit, you don't grow, you don't see the fruits of your labor, you don't see the harvest of your life, you don't give back with an open heart, and you're not able to receive. When we think about failure, we often think that it's the worst case possible, that it's the worst case scenario, because we have this idea in our head that says that it is the death of us, really, that that we are failures if we fail. But it's really the meaning that we subscribe to it. Are you allowing yourself to even try and to be a beginner and to really get to know what you love and your passions? And it's also about doing things just because you love to do them, just because there is nothing else that you would rather be doing than sharing your love and your light. We all came here, we all have a calling, we all have a gift, and if we don't share that, if we don't express it, we're only depressing ourselves. And that's when we fall into a depression, because we realize that we are not giving what we are meant to give. We're not seeking and actioning out in the way that our soul has wanted us to. It's so important to not let fear stop you, but give yourself the permission to fail. In whatever you do, don't let the fear of failure be so crushing that you don't allow yourself to even try. Really allow yourself to be in the flow, to do things just because you enjoy them and you love the creativity of it and you love the process of it, and let go of the self-judgments that you have upon yourself. And if you're scared of what other people have to say about your creative outlet, about yourself, about what you love, about what you do, you have to understand that people that have those thoughts about you, that think those things about you, they're just thinking that about themselves. They're not happy with where they're at, and they are angry to see you shine and to see you blossom and to see you grow. And they want to do the same, but they're not courageous enough, so they have to throw shade and they have to throw nasty comments at you in order for them to feel better. But it's really about knowing that you're being an example to them. You're showing them what's possible when you break outside of your comfort zone, and that they can do it too. And when you live authentically, you give the permission of others to live authentically too. It really is you choosing yourself and choosing to give others, and really knowing that no one else sees the vision but you and God. And when you keep your eye on that vision, and when you trust that vision, you're going to get so far, because you're going to really see God's miracles, God's magic, God's synchronicities just happen and unfold right before your eyes. And really know that you don't have to have it all figured out. You just need to know the first step, the first or second step in front of you, and that's it. And God will illuminate the path. And if it's not there yet, it's because God is still working behind the scenes to get it all lined up for you. But you need to trust, and you need to take that first action. Action is so important, and action is what breaks the chain holds of fear. So act on your greatest passion, act on your greatest excitement, act on your greatest love, act towards that vision that God has placed in your heart, and don't ever look back. And ignore the naysayers, and ignore people who comment and think that they know better or know what's best for you. Trust your path, the path that has been uncharted, unpaved, because that's the most beautiful path, when you step into the unknown and you allow God to create with you, and that you really trust yourself in this process, and you trust God, and you keep following that calling inside of you. You answer that calling, and that it really will lead you to where you need to be. And it's not about reaching that final destination, but it's about who you become along the way. It's about who you let go of, all of the negative thoughts, that you let go of all of the perspective of others that just aren't needed and that don't serve you. So just be aware of how you're viewing failure. Are you allowing yourself to try? Are you allowing yourself to be a beginner at things? And change the thoughts that aren't serving you. Why aren't you allowing yourself to try? Why aren't you allowing yourself to fail and to have it be okay? It doesn't mean that you're a failure. It means that you're learning, and that's okay. So repair your inner child, love your inner child, and just remind yourself that this journey is supposed to be fun. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to be enjoyed. And the more that you follow your soul, the more that you listen to your soul, the more that your soul will guide you, and the more that your life will prosper, because you will have more love in your life. So it's always a win-win. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I will see you next time. Bye.